Mold.
Is that bad?
Mold is the death knell.
Don't freak out and go calling for mom.
This is scary. This could ruin everything.
Listen, it is scary, okay? And I will grant you that it's gained some traction in recent media cycles. Mold is a buzzword, yeah, for sure. But if you go call mom, she's gonna call in all the weirdos and the scientists, the abatement people. Lest I remind you, we are on Cousin's schedule, Neil Jeff.
What's your middle name?
What's my middle name?
Yeah, like what's your middle name?
Lawrence.
Well, Richard Lawrence, I'm telling mom now.
Don't you fucking dare.
I'm gonna call mom right now.
Don't
I
you
dare.
fucking dare.
I dare.
You know what, actually? I dare you.
I dare right now.
I dare you. Call mom. I dare you. Call mom.
Mom.
I'm gonna call mom. Call mom.
Mom.
See what happens.
Mom.
She can't hear you. See what happens when you call her.
Want me to do it loud?
See what happens when you call her. Get louder. Get louder and see what happens.
Mom!
How can you not love Assault Fire, man? That is such a bop. What is up, everybody? Micah Curtis here. And, I'm actually pretty stoked for today, apparently. First off, look at that wallpaper, man. Look at that fucking wallpaper. How long until the episode 4 release on the Wings Saga? If it releases, it will be at the very end of the month, if not beginning of November. I have not fully scripted or recorded it yet. So we will get to it at some point. I wanted to take a break from Gundam stuff and do Halloween stuff, just for kind of my own mental energies. Because admittedly, in the background, I'm also working on my own mecha series called The Argonauts. And the script is going pretty well. It's coming slow, but I will say everything that I've put on paper, quote unquote, I've been very happy with. So there is that. Yeah. So it is in the works. Like, it's partially scripted. It's just not anywhere close to being done. I sent the first bit of the audio to ShirtDude at the beginning of the month and just said, look, here's the audio. You can work on this in between the other videos that I have planned for this month. But this is not the priority. I just needed a little bit of a Gundam break. So, but don't worry. It's coming back. I still have a lot of Gundam content planned. Other cool thing. Feeling a bit more energized because I've been exercising again, specifically trying to do midriff exercises, because my stomach sadly has gotten bigger because I've been very inactive as of late, to the point where it's hard to wear certain shirts that I really like. So sit-ups and crunches are on the menu every day when I wake up. Admittedly, I'm not like trying to get super ripped. I'm just, trying to lose a few pounds so that things are a little bit more comfortable. Will I be doing a review of Chicago thin crust or deep dish pizza? The review would always be 10 out of 10 unless it's really poorly made. Hey Serena. But yeah. Today, other thing I was going to show off. The burn has mostly healed at this point. You're going to have to pardon me for having somewhat dirty hands. I was cleaning stuff in the kitchen earlier. That's the other thing, is because I've been so depressed lately, I've had, things have been getting messy. We'll just put it that way. But, so this is the burn on my my left hand. Again, pardon the dirty fingers. That's the burn on the left hand. Completely new skin. And then for the right hand, just that patch there. And then let's see if I can rotate my hand in a way that you can see it. Kind of hard to. It's in a weird spot. Here, let me do this. There goes my PS4 controller. Now you can see it. The scab fell off of it today. So it is healing up quite well. So I'm pretty stoked about it. But today, I am in the mood for gaming. So that is what we will do. I initially wanted to get a couple guys together to do the Space Marine rollback patch that came out this morning. But I did not get to it. Brain is not going to be with us. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just play something else. Is the rant you mentioned in the Discord on the next review or not? Yes. Yes, it is. So the next video I am doing is Trinity Blood. And, Trinity Blood has a rant in the center of it about another former Channel Awesome individual named Bennett the Sage, ripping on him for his review of the anime because some of the things that he accuses it of I found to be very vile, specifically accusing it of plagiarism. And it's like, if you're going to accuse somebody of plagiarism, that is a heavy, heavy, heavy accusation. And apparently I paired these headphones to my phone, which is in the other room. I'll be right back. cell phone over there. Sorry about that. Goodness. Who is... I can't read your channel name. Hold on a second. Klaus Mystery. Throws in $50 of something. I don't recognize the currency. My apologies. Says, people are only still mad about the yellow paint and Ada Wong's VA. Well, can I be honest about something? I don't give a flying fuck about people's political alignments. I honestly don't. They're people that provide a service. You know, they're not really... They could believe in, like... They could worship the Wizard of Oz for all I fucking care. You know? Like, it has nothing to do with anything, in my opinion. But, if people are angry about yellow paint, which is just a minor thing for people that, you know, don't want to hunt around for ledges for hours on end, you know, that's so fucking... I'll just put it this way. Talk about first world problems. But anyway, thank you for the super chat. Love the video, but what is your opinion on Future Diary? I know nothing about Future Diary, Dwayne. The game isn't canon anyways. Resident Evil 4 is not canon. Resident Evil 4 is not canon. Come on, dude. That's just being petty. That's just being hilariously petty. Come on, man. I am assuming you're a grown adult. Also, fuck RE9. The game's not even out. What the fuck? We don't even know any details about it. What the fuck is... Like, you're mad about a game that's not even out yet? Thank you for the super chat, but what the fuck? Oh my god, man. Man, you'd be a little silly. But that's okay. Everybody's allowed to be silly every once in a while. Okay. So what we're going to do... Always said we never got Resident Evil 3.5. You mean the modern remakes are not canon? Capcom said it? No, they didn't, dude. That's a lie. Stop. Thank you for the money, dude, but don't lie in my fucking chat. What the fuck? Are you okay, man? Like, are you doing all right? Like, seriously, are you, like, I'm gonna pause this for a second. Are you okay? Like, are you all right? They have a different timeline? Yeah, the current one. The one that they're going off of now. Are you alright, man? Seriously, are you okay? Because, like, you are throwing money at... Angrily throwing money at me. And I don't want you to do that. Don't do that to your wallet. It's, like, basically the same story. I just assume the remakes are a different timeline. Well, I mean, you could see it that way. Because there's differences, but they're not huge differences. It's the same overall story, with some tweaks. The ending of this game is different than the original 4's. And to be honest... It's an interesting ending, too, because it makes Leon look less like a dumb simp and more a little bit more competent. He's still a sucker for Ada, you know, but the argument for a remake can't be canon because it contradicts actual canon. It's not really contradictory, though. It's going to end up with the same result. Plagas, like, the difference is that the way Wesker gets the Plagas virus at the end of it. But he still gets it. Like, it's not a huge difference. It's still going to end the same way. What it does is it actually makes Ada a lot less evil, which, to be honest with you, they kind of needed that. Because, man alive, like, in the original game, she's a terrible human being. She's just fucking evil. But the rest of the story is relatively the same. Just with a few differences here and there, but they're not major differences. The plot largely plays out the same way. The main difference is that they merge one monster. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that they did. Because I fucking hated the boss fight with it in the original game. That fight sucks. It's a lot more interesting in this one. Which RE game was based in Africa? That was Resident Evil 5. Contradicts the canon from Resident Evil Darkside Chronicles. Nobody fucking cares about Darkside Chronicles, dude. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but nobody ever gave a fuck about Darkside Chronicles. Like, nobody even played it. Have I been able to play the Silent Hill 2 remake? Oh, yeah. I've already beaten it. It was tremendous. Like, I was just shocked by how good it was. I expected it to be pretty good. But it does a lot of things great. The only gripe that I have about the remake for Silent Hill 2 is it is very, very difficult to run away from monsters. So you kind of feel like you're stuck in fisticuffs a lot of times, when it would be nice to have a way away from it, you know? It has always been Kudere with Leon anyways. That is true. But I like the fact that the ending of this gives her a little bit of complication. But then again, that's sort of what I've been enjoying about the games ever since, like, the remake of 1, is it gives everything a little bit more complication. It doesn't need to be a lot, because for better or worse, Resident Evil it's a biopunk series. It's a lot of what biopunk is scary monsters, blood, and violence. You know, and horror elements here and there, if not just outright horror, depending on the title. It doesn't need to be the most complex thing either, like ever. But just a little bit is nice, you know? Just a little bit of depth of flavor. A little bit to let us know a little bit more about who these characters are. I talked a little bit about it in the like the Helsing video I just talked about, like with maximizing your minutes. Ever since when did the remake come out? Like 2003. Ever since then, they've always done these little things that, if you're paying attention, can tell you about what a character really is, but it doesn't really distract from what you're there for, which is the monsters and the action and things of that nature, you know. Judgment is nigh. You didn't bother with Silent Hill 2 remake because you didn't like Silent Hill to begin with? Oh, that's fair. Everybody's got their own tastes. I really enjoyed the original. I enjoyed the original. I enjoyed the first game. I still need to... Not caring about canon is how we got to this point in media. I disagree with that. I don't think that that's really the case. And there's a difference between caring about canon and being autistic about canon. Like, getting mad about not properly adhering to everything in Darkside Chronicles, that's getting a little autistic, because nobody played Darkside Chronicles, nobody cared about it. You know? If I'm, like, this is just, and I'm speaking as a relative normal dude here. If I'm gonna play a remake of something, what I'm looking for as the customer is I'm looking for the same story being told in a better way. And in a video game sense, if you're giving me a remake of something, I want not only the same story, I want improvements on the mechanics. And I want you to effectively do the things that you weren't able to do 10, 20 years prior, but still keep the soul of the original project. You know? Which I really feel like they've been able to do with every single remake with Resident Evil, except for some elements of 3. Because the problem with 3 is it's too short. Which is kind of funny, because the problem with the original version of 3 is it's too long. Okay, here's the question. Okay, I don't start with it. I gotta go to an item box to get it. Here's another example of game audio's not on. Oh, shit, that's my bad. Hold on a sec. There we go. Will they make Code Veronica next? I don't know if they will. I don't know if they're really that interested in remaking the side stories. Of all the side stories, I'm of the opinion that Code Veronica would be the one that would make the most sense. And probably needs it the most. Because Code Veronica... of, like, the main story of Resident Evil. You know, from all the mainline games from 1 to 7, or, well, now 1 to 8. From 1 to 8, and then you have, whatchamacallit, Code Veronica. Like, but you've got all those little side stories. The most important one, in my opinion, is Code Veronica, because it sets up the events of 4 and 5. I was genuinely shocked that they did not do it. But on the flip side, the big thing about this is that it's like remaking Resident Evil 4 is admittedly easy money. Ah, that's right. Wow, I biffed those shots bad. Wow, Micah. Off me. Seriously? they won't remake Code Veronica because of the current climate. I don't know why you wouldn't. Except for, like, the whole cross-dressing thing, but I don't know. Was it this door? No, it's not that door. That might be the case. I don't know. I don't really know where Capcom's head is at as a company these days. Because if that would be true of Code Veronica, that would also be true of 5.
Bruce, this is Condor 1.
Hunnigan here. What's your sit rep?
President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
Need a location on a nearby lake. She may have been taken there.
Copy that. I'll see what I can find.
Hurry up. Something's happened to the people here. My escorts are. Gotta go. Talk later. Let myself out.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that, Tyler Preston. And that's sort of like the big thing. Like, I forget which the name of that Ashford kid, but he has multiple personality disorder. Like, he is very, 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 very mentally ill. So if you're gonna argue that, like, if some people are gonna try to claim him, that would honestly be kind of hilarious, because some crazy people on the internet like to do that with, like, villainous characters. It's like, all right, homie. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens in the future. I think the one thing that they're going to do right now is, you know, we're going to get Resident Evil 9. And it will likely... I am assuming that it is probably going to be more action-focused again. And it will probably star Chris Redfield. Which for me means I'm probably going to buy it. Alfred, thank you. Okay, deluxe weapon is added to the storage menu. And I'm going to take it. I'm not going to take the hand cannon because it make it way too easy. Don't forget he was incestuous. Well, it was implied, but... Or implied that he was, like, in love with his sister or something like that. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hopefully they don't downplay Alfred, probably the most memorable thing about him. Well, yeah, that would be my worry. I'm just personally at the point where I am legitimately sick and tired of people freaking out over remakes. That's right, left bumper brings out the knife. Because it's like every single remake that everybody is freaked out about, it never ends up being that like worthy of anger. At least not to me. They'd probably downplay him and remove his illicit obsession as well. I don't know about that. I think I don't know what to think about Capcom. They did great with this game. Like, I legitimately enjoy playing this more than I like playing the original. That might be heresy to some people. I don't care. I really like this one. It is a lot of fun to play. And I honestly prefer an analog control style over tank controls. But, there's been a lot of back and forth about whether or not Capcom is going to be aiming for what is implied to be the modern audience, but a lot of it seems like scuttlebutt on the internet, and scuttlebutt on the internet is, like, wrong most of the time. If this year is any evidence that has shown that Culture War YouTube will lie about everything. Thoughts on 5-star stories? Never watched it. I haven't even finished Elgime. Haven't made the time for it. I've been busy with other stuff. People have been begging for Capcom to remake Dino Crisis, which they are never going to do. And you want to know why? I have a few... I never noticed that before. Dismembered head. Seeing the new Monster Hunter Commander has added more ammo to them going modern. Are we talking about the same commander? Let me look at it, because somebody posted an image of it in my Discord server. Let me have a look at it again. Alright, let me have a look. Alright, let me have a look at this. I don't see a problem. Is this what they're talking about, or is it something else? What do you think life was like in Raccoon City before the virus outbreak? Probably the same as any other city in Colorado back in the 1990s. Just average daily sort of life. Oh yeah, this is the armorer. Let me look up the commander then. The new one is called what? Wilds. Let me have a look at this. Is this it? Because the only things that I'm getting with the commander are... Because it's specifically what I Googled. This is the other screenshot I'm getting, and it's just called Hunter and Palico. So this is what a hunter can look like, I'm assuming. Which just looks like an average girl. I don't know, man. Seems to me the internet is like freaking out over just like everything. There's a commander or captain who looks male but has a woman's voice. Ah. The amount of people on the internet that constantly say, like, men look like women and women look like men at this point, I can't trust any of that. Shit. Because Jesus fucking Christ. There's a lot of people that cannot tell, that I genuinely think don't know what a woman looks like or sounds like at this point. Now, Serena asked a question about why we're probably never going to get another Dino Crisis game, because it was never really as big of a hit as Dino Crisis fans will tell you it was. The first game did pretty well, but admittedly it was at a time when survival horror was white hot. Even Grums walked back claims on it. Oh, that would explain why it's suddenly a controversy, as Mark flipped out about it. You know, I know Mark from back during the Gamergate days, and I don't know what's been going on with the dude over the last like 6 months or to a year, but he has kind of flipped his lid. What is a controversy? Anything nowadays that gets someone mildly upset on the internet seems to be a controversy. Like, here's like, this is, so let me be an old man for a minute. I am in my late 30s, right? So, what stood to be a controversy back when I was younger was, like, or at least something that's gone on that we would consider to be controversial now, like would have been a big controversy back then, is the stuff that happened at Blizzard. Like the Cosby Room and shit like that. Like, that would have been, that we would have called a controversy, and for good reason. You know? But the problem is, even then, when I was like a games journalist, back in the early 2010s, like, we were starting to enter that era where people were making mountains out of molehills. And now it's just gotten worse. Oh, Jesus. Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, run, run. I'm gonna take this shotgun for now. I'm gonna take this grenade for now. Give me that. Fuck out of my way. I indeed was a journalist. I worked for a website called Blistered Thumbs that was owned by Channel Awesome back in the early 2010s. I was their Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 editor. So, I edited articles, I wrote several reviews myself. Shit, I didn't want to reload that. Oh well. Fuck it. I keep wanting to dodge backward like it's Silent Hill. Okay, I don't want to use my knife like that. Fuck out of here. Heard of that site from Lolly? Yep. That's probably where Lolly first knew me from. He's known me for a good long while at this point. At least for a good long while on internet terms. Like, I remember when he told me, when he was first starting his channel. Grenade. Catch. Did that do it? Didn't kill him. Let's see if this does it. Frick. My aim is a little bit off today. Leon, reload it. Ow, fuck. Running. Please tell me I have something to heal myself. I do. I am out of explosives. I just have a flash grenade, and I'm going to save that for later. Fuck out of my... Ah, shit! It's gonna break my knife. Damn it. Fuck! I have none of the luck. None of it. Fuck out of here. Oh, god damn it. Not good, not good, not good. Ow, fuck! I forgot how slow Leon is at the beginning of the game. Good lord. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We are not doing this right now, sir. Whoop. Ah, he still got me. Fuck. Good lord. Frick. Get off me. The sequence is lasting a lot longer than I remember. There it is. Holy shit.
La campana.
Still like RT Micah that had the suit going on something straight out of James Bond. Yeah. I was pretty good looking around the time of the pandemic, man. Good looking suits. I had my leather jacket was really nice. What difficulty am I on? Normal. Excuse me.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
What company would I have loved to have remade Splatterhouse? Honestly, I feel like the guys that did it back when I reviewed it for Blistered Thumbs did a decent job. It's just they didn't have enough time.
1. I've identified a route to the lake. Look for a large windmill. There's a path on the far side of it.
Windmill. Copy that.
And be careful. Roost out.
Like they I always thought that they had a really cool game, they just had so little time to do everything that they needed to do with it. Because the development team that worked on the Splatterhouse remake... I'm sorry, what? That's new. I never saw that the first time I played this. Or the second time. That's interesting. But yeah, I still got my copy of it. That's actually why I have a terror mask. The development team sent it to me because I was the only person that actually finished the video game before I reviewed it. And it was great. Like, it played pretty well. The only thing that I really felt was lacking in it, there was some sound design problems. But even then, that was homophobic. He just got out of the closet. Badum tish. Whoa! Forgot about that. Anyway, what was I saying? Grenade. Completely lost my train of thought. Another herb. Which I don't have a red herb for, so we'll just keep it moving. Bibbity, 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 bibbity. Oh, Splatterhouse, that's right. But it had really good voice acting. It had Josh Keaton as the main character, as Rick, and then you had the Terror Mask was played by Jim Cummings, who did an amazing job. Remember I did a video review of that years upon years upon years ago, my first attempt at YouTube, which, like, as current day has shown me, I should have stuck with it. I made the joke that, yeah, Darkwing Duck just called you a pussy.
There it is.
But yeah, it had a killer soundtrack. Howard Drozen's score was great. Like, the instant that you mentioned it, the first song that starts playing in my head is The Doll That Bled. I'm gonna have to go loud. I don't have a knife. I'm gonna try to be quiet, though. You know, I can't really do quiet because no knife. Just get to kill them all. Alright, let's do this. Give me that. Yeah, Howard Drozen's soundtrack was incredible. Like, it's the actual music in the game is really good too. The fight with the Biggie Man to the tune of Lamb of God's Walk With Me in Hell. God fucking damn, it was great. Fuck out of here. Oh damn, get her, Piggy! Fucking get her! What would you think of a Siren remake? I never played the original, so I don't really have a whole lot of thoughts on it. Oh, biff that one. There's two. Now back to what Serena had asked earlier. Yeah, Dino Crisis was never like a big hit. It was it benefited from a time of like when survival horror was white hot, where if you made a survival horror game, there was a pretty good chance you're gonna make some decent sales on it. God damn it! I keep reloading the wrong gun. Whatever, use this one for now. But But it was kind of a period of its time. I think that a lot of people that are big fans of it are just really like, you'll notice they're probably big fans of that era. Which, by the way, I'm not denigrating them for it. I'm a big fan of that era too, because there were some great video games that came out during the PlayStation era. Some of which I still haven't even played yet. This year I had actually originally planned, when I started out the year streaming on Twitch, of playing through RPGs that I had never played before, and I just never got around to it. So I think that'll be the thing I do for 2025, is play through JRPGs I've never played from that era. One thing I definitely want to play through is Xenogears, because I never finished it. Because I don't know like what games are coming out in 2025, so like I don't really have anything off the top of my head that I'm like stupid excited about. Like, admittedly, I think the only games from this year that I was stupid excited about were Silent Hill 2's remake and excuse me, and Space Marine 2. Everything else I was just kind of like, eh. Heck, one game that I'm glad finally came to PC, I still haven't even picked up yet. And that's, whatchamacallit. That is, Final Fantasy 16. I'm really looking forward to playing it when I get around to it, but I haven't had the money for it, so my gaming budget until I get a new job is basically tapped until the new year. Oh, fuck that guy. Alright, now I have a knife. And it already equipped. Excellent. Wah! They definitely found a hell of a parasite when you know it can when it can no-sell 9mm ammunition to the face. Resources. Will I play Black Myth Wukong? No. There is only one video game that I've ever bought that me purchasing it gave money to Tencent. And
It's locked.
I don't think I'm ever going to do that again. Because I still feel kind of bad about that. So yeah, no Black Myth for me. Was there anything else over here? There's that back there. See if I can get to it. Why? Because Tencent. Tencent as a video game company is Chinese. And by giving them money, I am directly giving money to the Chinese government. Because the Chinese government owns a chunk of that company, if I recall correctly. Remember the whole Comrade Micah speech I gave? Or not Comrade Micah, but Commissar Micah. Like I'm being like that's a joke, but like I'm being dead serious. Like I am not doing that. I'm not giving them money. Okay, I'm gonna do something right now. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna keep it moving. So yeah, I am. I'm not going to do anything that could potentially give could actually give money to a communist cause, which is the irony that I find about the whole culture war thing. I remember people because Sister Pex just brought this up. Who in here remembers communist blue jeans and skorts? Does anybody remember that? That was one of the goofiest tard outs that I have ever seen in my life. Is people trying to tell me that Jill Valentine wearing jeans in Resident Evil 3 Remake furthered the cause of communism. Meanwhile, people like that, the fucking culture warriors, will actually give money to games that are produced by Tencent, which actually give money to something that furthers the cause of communism. It's like, homie, really? In fact, now I'm curious. How much of Tencent is owned by China? Can't really find any numbers. But from I remember right, they were a big part of it. But yeah, Like, people will say that Resident Evil 3 Remake, Jill Valentine wearing jeans furthered the cause of communism, but they will actively give money to companies that are funded by Tencent. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. But yeah, buying stuff from Tencent is like an instant do not buy from me. Uh-oh.
Give me a break.
Bye-bye. Got him! Ha ha ha! Those are the things that have destroyed the gaming landscape or due to spite. I'm gonna agree to disagree on that one. I think the things that are the biggest problems in the gaming landscape right now have to do with really ham-fisted monetization. Yep, come get me, buddy. Moron. Wah! Okay, grab the correct shotgun. Here we go. Now, I'm going to use these two shells. There. I want to challenge myself a little bit. I want to use... Let me have it. There you go. I love this shotgun. But yeah. I think that's sort of like the biggest problem that I'm seeing right now is like live service shit. I feel like that's doing a lot more damage than anything. Because there's too many people, too many companies that are jumping on the live service bandwagon without really thinking about whether or not it's a wise idea to do so. Ow. You know what, pal? Also the fix it on launch mentality. Yeah, that's another one. We're just at a point where I feel like a lot of developers are doing really dumb shit. That's where that's coming from. Alright. Okay, I see you.
There you go.
I don't think I'm gonna do real quick. I'm going to do a mercenary setup for my weapons here. Bye-bye. But there's that. There's been community mismanagement, I feel like, is another big problem. Which, admittedly, could fall into what you said about, like, them doing stuff out of spite. I would think that could fall into that. Because in some cases it is, like the Helldivers community stuff.
This the place?
And a lot of Ubisoft stuff, yeah, you could, especially with Assassin's Creed Shadows, you could equate that to some cultural problems in regards to, like, the whole concept of woke and shit like that. That's what you're aiming at? Oh, fair enough then. Cool. I feel like that could be tied into it, but it's a problem that when you dive into it is a lot worse than what you think it is. One thing that I have noticed among, like, these sort of, like, far left weirdos is that a lot of them hate the Japanese. Like, are straight up racist towards them. Hey buddy, you good? I remember seeing this one writer for Kotaku who, I called her out on this on Twitter publicly and then she blocked me, like, immediately when I noticed it, is that just Chinese girl who was openly racist towards Japanese, at points actually calling them subhuman. And I was like, what the fuck, really? So that is a real thing that happens. But I think a lot of it was also laziness. You know, it's like Japan is this culture that we don't like, so we're not going to take the time to really make sure that, like, we're doing it right, which, you know, bugs the fuck out of me.
You know, those things will kill you.
Oh, well, maybe just some timing then, huh? Joder, not this guy.
Chinese or Chinese American? Chinese American.
Right there.
But the same writer from Kotaku was like, would excuse China constantly in the fucked up shit that it did. And then if you asked her about the Uyghur Muslim camps, she would block you immediately. I forgot I was playing this on hardcore in my own time. But, it is it's one of those things where I really, yeah, Japan did nothing to them. They just have a different culture. You know, these are the people that, like, consistently preach cultural acceptance about every other fucking culture. But if you're Japanese or Israeli, you're a fucking terrible human being, apparently. Or if you like being an American. Like, fucking hell, man.
Stop it. Hey, Yankee. Got your name?
Leon.
Quiet type, eh? I'm Luis Serra. Guess you, me, picked the wrongest spot to vacation, eh? Hey, stop it. You move, I move. And I'm beat up enough as it is. I can
You just
see-
like bacon cheeseburgers? You get a thumbs up from me, dude. I love bacon cheeseburgers.
I guess. You're here looking for someone. maybe some missing señorita?
Young girl? Talk. Now.
All right. See, heard chatter about moving a señorita.
Moving her. Where?
Who knows? But later, saw some men dragging someone to the old church. Hanging with you, not healthy.
Oh, that would fucking hurt. God, that shit's brutal, man. I don't know if anybody's ever been hit with a chain in their life, but that shit hurts.
Later, amigo.
On a Baconator now? Dude, Baconators are awesome. I don't normally like eating fast food, but you say, Micah, you want to go to Wendy's to get a Baconator? I'm there. I love Baconators.
Took my gear. Condor 1 to Roost. I've located...
Chains are pretty heavy. This particular one's fairly thin,
Some church.
but
Great.
it's just the
That's
idea
good
of
news.
being hit
I heard it from this guy.
with a small piece of metal at very high velocity.
Sarah. There's something fishy about him. I need you to run a background check.
We'll call Condor 1. I'll see what I can find. In the meantime, make your way to that church.
Right. I'm probably due for confession anyway. Condor 1, out.
But yeah, a chain, like, imagine, like, you know how it kind of hurts a little bit to be whipped with a towel? Imagine a hunk of metal coming at you that fast. Like, that's what it feels like to get whipped with a chain. Like, it's just like, it's very painful. And dead. Another knife. No more leather jacket. Nope, no more leather jacket. You can go into the options menu and turn it back on, but I don't plan on it. Oh, come on. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, you could go into the options menu and turn the jacket back on if you want and wear it for the rest of the game. It is admittedly a dope-looking jacket. Think of this, a whip is made of horsehair, if I remember right. Getting hit by a chain is that much more painful. Basically. Where you little shit. Gotcha. You know, Devil May Cry 1 Remake or DMC 6? I only want a Devil May Cry 1 Remake if we get Ruben Langdon back. Which Ruben does not think he's going to be asked to come back because of his politics. Which is unfortunate, but we'll see if there's any truth to it. Fuck. Fuck. Ow! Mistimed that one hard. But yeah, going to Wendy's. Ruben didn't do the voice in DMC 1. That is true, but he did it in 3, 4, and 5. He's, in my opinion, he's the best voice of Dante. Oh, motherfucker. Still made it in time. Nice.
I'll be taking these back.
I don't have a key for that. Alright, Junk, thanks for popping in, dude. Oh, you, real quick before you go, you had asked me a question about Requiem. I didn't like it, and I do plan on doing a full review later, but it's, I'm not a fan.
Over here, stranger.
Who's that?
He's a stranger.
Let's do some business then. Welcome. Well done. You've proven yourself reliable. I've got something new for you, mate.
Okay, I'm gonna sell that.
It's all rubbish, it makes no
I'm also gonna get rid of that shotgun.
price. Well, that's our choice to make.
And I'm gonna hold on to the skull shaker.
A deal well struck.
Repair the combat knife.
Care it deserves, mate.
And then I'm gonna get this treasure map for the village.
You've got a soft spot for treasure, eh? Yeah, that's the way. Well, well, I can certainly do something with this.
I'm gonna
Do some
go
other bits and come back anytime.
and try to find that other rat. There you are.
Yes.
Yeah, it was weird. It weird to me too for Johnny Young Bosch to be the new voice actor for Dante, because I like Johnny Young Bosch. He's actually, that dude's as a human being is a class act.
I got something new for you.
Ooh, baby. Give me the Punisher.
Choice, mate. Its ammo will penetrate. Don't get yourself killed now.
Shortcut to that. I'm going to just store the SG. Save it for later. Now, when it comes to customizing cases, okay, I can't do anything with it. It doesn't carry over to all of it.
Welcome. I've got something new. For
Now
you.
I definitely need the sniper rifle.
Wish your enemies sweet dreams from afar, with a bullet straight through their heads.
And then increase durability on the knife. And then improve reload
This
speed
kind of work
for the
is
handgun,
about
because that's
finesse,
my workhorse
stranger.
weapon anyway.
Little bit goes along pleasant travels.
Okay, so let's. Oh, that's right. I can auto sort. Parts SR, so that's good. Now, register shortcut. I'm gonna put that up there, and then I'm gonna put my explosives on the down button. There we go. All right, pretty well set, I think. Pretty good loadout. By the way, does anyone know what time Lolly's going live tonight? I want to say it's like usually like 8:30ish, but
The hell am I?
we will probably be raiding into him this evening if he streams, because I think usually he does Final Fantasy 14. Just use the Punisher for this chick. Wow, Micah. I feel like at some point I need to tune the sensitivity of my controller. It's a little bit more sensitive than my my old 8-bit DOE was. Love how in the original the bolt action was viable in the game. It still is. Its firepower when fully upgraded is still comparable to a Magnum. It's basically a thing of like, do you want high rate of fire or do you want punching power? I prefer to have a high rate of fire. But that's just me. One down. Two.
Right.
There's another one. Three. Trying to see if there's any others. I can hear a couple, but I think they're down to my right. I think the funny thing to hear Ruben Langdon do would be, "You're a dark soul with light!" Wasn't going to stream tonight on Twitter because he's going to focus on the upcoming Berserk video. Oh, that's right. The new Berserk chapter came out today. I don't know if it's translated yet, though. I think it's just the raws are out. That did not kill as many as I hoped. Really, lady? Hello! Another broken knife.
Out of the way.
I hear dynamite. I don't like that sound. Whoa, fuck.
Present for you.
Ow! My face! God damn it. There. Fuck out of here. Okay, there's my way out. Fade spray, yellow oib. Okay, go here. Wow, I whiffed that one. I fired that with confidence too. I'm like, ow!
Sorry. Must have.
Shit. Shit. Bye-bye. Whew. I think that's all of them. Fuck out of here. Yeah, keep blowing yourselves up. Where did that come from? Aha. Hey, Columbia, thank you for the renewal. I will read that in just a moment. Fuck that guy. Got him. 1 round left. Man, they make them different in Spain, don't they? No, no, no. None of that. Boot. God damn, homie. Okay. Gotta represent MechWarrior 5 clans to ya. Been super fun, hyper lore accurate, need to get you into another 40-year franchise. As if I wasn't into enough. Between Gundam and Warhammer. Though admittedly, like, YouTube stuff, I don't see myself doing a lot of, like, Warhammer stuff in the future. Because admittedly, like, my knowledge of Warhammer lore is, like, nowhere near as close to my knowledge of Gundam. And even then with Gundam, there's still stuff I'm learning. Oh, that's a new animation. Buddy, don't get up. Just stay down. There's more of you?
Not bad.
There goes all of my... Nope, not all my knives. Have I ever played the System Shock remake? I own it. I played a little bit of it. I have not played a whole lot of it. But yeah, thank you for renewing your membership for sure, buddy. How was the Silent Hill remake? Tremendous. I am gaga over it. I now want them to remake the original game and then remake 3. I mean, granted, the reason that that Konami got into this was because they thought to themselves, well, if Capcom can do it, we can do it too. Which was the reason that they made Silent Hill in the first place. So...
One down.
Another kitchen knife, that's good. Alright, we can just keep moving. No point in fighting a senseless fight and wasting my ammo. But yeah, Silent Hill 2 Remake was tremendous. The thing is, I can't, like, jump into Silent Hill right after beating it. I need my time to kind of let myself breathe, because Resident Evil games, I can kind of just chill with. What you got?
Got some rare things on sale,
I have enough money for the case upgrade, so I'm going to get that.
A bit more space never hurt anyone. Perfect size for you,
and repair my knife again.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Still baffled why they didn't
Come
remake
back
1.
anytime.
I think a lot of it is because Silent Hill 2 is the most popular of the franchise. I think that's a big part of it. I also think that another key factor to it is the fact that Silent Hill 2 is self-contained. So with Silent Hill 2, if you've never played Silent Hill before, is a really good starting point. And it kind of gives you an idea of what the franchise is all about. Silent Hill 2 is the video essayist game. Admittedly, to be fair to those who have done video essays on it, there's a lot of really neat symbolism in the original, and there's also a lot of really neat symbolism in the remake, so people are going to be pulling it apart for years to come. And you know what? I am very much of the get that bread opinion. You know, I don't hold it against somebody for wanting to make money on YouTube, provided they're not, like, scamming people or some bullshit. Actually, wait a sec. Hold on. Does it get me more if I do 2 reds? No. Silent Hill 4 can never be remade because of the one wiki mod. I think it can, but... I'm assuming, Pete, you're talking about, the circumcision guy, right?
Take a look. Welcome. Well then, what can I do you for? A deal well struck.
Because that guy was hilarious.
We're starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend. Anything, don't get yourself killed now.
Yes, the one and only. Dude, that story is fucking funny. Is there a lore video on the internet about that dude? If there's not a lore interview, like a lore bit about that dude, I would be tempted to do one of my own on him. Like, try to get in touch with people who, like, manage the Silent Hill wiki and talk to them about that guy. Just be like, hey, can you tell me about this motherfucker who was, like, obsessed with circumcision in Silent Hill 2? Or Silent Hill. There are several videos on it. Aw, damn it. I'm always late to the party. Oh, motherfucker! Oh, dude, that guy got caught in the bear trap. I've never seen that before. Can I get this other guy in the bear trap? Oh, there's a chick there. Ow. Stop that. He ain't gonna be a Resident Evil 5. Okay. I'm gonna just burn one of these. Oh, crafting shit. I can craft shotgun shells. There we go. Still make a video on the foreskin guy? Maybe at some point. The fact that a bunch of people have done it, I don't want to, like... I don't want to like retread ground other people have done. Unless I could think of a way to make it like funnier than the other people that have done it. Like I'm not gonna do it. Like the like part of the reason that I've been doing Gundam videos the way that I do them is like nobody else makes Gundam videos like I do. You know, a lot of lore videos are very dry. Not a lot of jokes. Not a lot of humor in them. The Carnival Cult. Never heard of the Carnival Cult. More shotgun ammo. Always nice. Destroy the wind-up dolls. I think you get a special weapon for those, if I remember right, but I never went and got them all. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ah, motherfucker! I saw it, too! Damn it. Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? Motherfucker. Come on. Dude, this guy's rib cage is exposed.
Stay down, all right?
Did you guys see that? Like, here, let me get a good look at him up close. Look at how much meat is just exposed on him. Like, Jesus Christ. I messed that guy up. I have not done a Vision of Escalphone because I've actually never watched it. At some point, because one book that I am going to be the editor on, that's being worked on at the moment, is a fantasy mecha story, sort of like Escaflowne or Dunbine. And I've already helped with the concept work on it. Okay, we fighting? There goes my knife again. Stop it! Mech fans, the only fans is a genre require 30-minute videos as a base timestamp for a single war machine. I don't know, man. Some 40K vids can get pretty long, too. Resources. But the one thing I kind of realized is that I have to blame like the way that 40K fans do things. And is part of what. You all right there, buddy? He has died doing doing what he loved, doing yoga after taking a dump.
Not too shabby. Someone has shown up their neighbors.
But what was I saying? Oh, immediately the one thing that I noticed, like with Gundam lore videos that I saw in 40K videos, is a lot of 40K stuff had like a really good sense of humor to it. So I said, like, why not inject more humor? Because Gundam lore was just so dry. Nice. Let's save the game real quick. Crop, swineherd, pig, babe. And then we run down here to do the puzzle. Do. Gimme. Should have stayed down. This man refuses to lie down. Look at him. He just will not. There. Just rest in peace, sir. Your head is already resting in pieces on the wall. Goodness gracious. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. Lord Sadler. Oh, hi. Oh, fuck.
The blood has accepted the gift.
Dude's like, I liked that hat. What the fuck? Motherfucker giving Leon Mr. X flashbacks.
Gift? My blood?
That is a heavy metal reference nobody's going to understand. Because I'm pretty sure I'm the only person that listens to old school Skeleton Witch.
Condor 1, I've got that intel you requested on Louis Serra. It seems he used to be a researcher for Umbrella.
Umbrella? I should have left him in that bag to rot.
I'm sending you the details. Take a look, but Baby Eagle is your priority.
Copy that. Making my way to the church. Condor 1, out.
Just showing off his yoga? Clearly! Oh, I already read that. Whoa, excuse me, gosh. I do not mean to be impolite, I promise. Is there anything else in here I'm missing? It says there's a treasure behind me. Nice. And that's it. This one requires a small key, which I do not have.
You too, huh?
Come here, pupper.
care of yourself, buddy.
When in doubt, always do right by the dog. Large resources. I want to see that's for sniper rounds. Yeah. Sniper and submachine gun. Fuck! I thought she blew up. What the hell? Said there was a treasure somewhere around here. Next door over. Some pesetas right here. I guess somebody up here got blown up. Alright. Okay, up around here. Fade spray. Ammunition. Very nice. Can't jump out that way. No, I have not read any of the Resident Evil novels at all. I admittedly am not a big novel reader, at least when it comes to fiction. A lot of what I've read over the last however many years has been nonfiction stuff. Which I have no reason not to. It's just, I don't know. I guess as I've gotten older, you know, I just haven't had as much of a desire to curl up with a book as I used to when I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, I read all the time. Like most kids around that time, I read the ever-loving crap out of Animorphs and Goosebumps. But I'll tell you right now, man, I couldn't tell you about what's in any of those books now. Got no clue. Now, did I go the wrong way? I think I did. Yeah. Because that just leads me back to the mine. Excuse me. And my frame rate is tanking. I really need to upgrade a couple of things in my PC. I need to upgrade my graphics card and I need to upgrade my CPU. Have a good night, boss. I actually need to sit down and have a look and see how much all that's going to run me, though. Because the tricky part is that The socket on my motherboard is an LGA 2066, which is admittedly an older one. Where's that evil dog? I hear him, but I don't see him. Where did he go? But I want to upgrade my CPU because, like, even though it's a 6-core, even though this is 3.5 gigahertz 6-core. Stay down. Because it's an older gen, it's just not keeping up with a lot of, like, what video games these days are looking for in regards to performance. We gonna fight or what? Bad dog. Okay. We might end the stream with that, actually. Oh my god. I think that's the way I came in, actually. But I want to upgrade my graphics card. I want to upgrade my CPU. Have I read the original Starship Troopers or watched the movie? I've seen the movie. I want to read the original novel or at least listen to it on audiobook. Just so I have a little bit more context about, like, what's actually in it. Because people tell me it's, like, wildly different than the original film, and I'm like, okay. But then again, I understand why it's wildly different than the original novel. So, it's because Paul W.S. Anderson's, not Paul W.S. Anderson, what is his name? Paul Verhoeven. He's a very, 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 very lefty guy. To the point of, like, he's one of those, old Europeans that is a bit paranoid about right-wing politics, admittedly because of the Nazis. Even though they kind of go a little bit overboard. Because Nazism is not, and nationalism are not the same thing. Nazism is a perversion of nationalism as a concept. Love of nation is supposed to be about, or why we love our nations are supposed to be because we love the nation's principles, not just it's where I live, therefore I love it. You know? Bing, bang, boom. The book has psychic dogs and power armor? That sounds fucking awesome. Uh-oh. Ow. You little shit. Eh. That's a big head. Delicious.
Got some new wares, stranger. You're really
Oh, I am not using the bolt thrower. I hated that thing in this game. And hey, Leo, what's going on, dude?
welcome. I got something new for you.
Sell that.
A deal well struck.
Can sell that.
I knew you were a go-getter.
He's got the TMP, but I don't really want that right now. What I want is to increase the stopping power of this shotgun.
Try that on for size.
That's the sniper rifle I just upgraded. I am a fucking idiot. I can't upgrade anything.
Don't get yourself killed now.
Sell 3 Vipers. I've already got 1. But yeah, I don't know if you guys are seeing it, but the game is like running at like 30 frames per second, and it's kind of chugging for me. A lot of it is because of OBS. Like, if I turned OBS off right now, this wouldn't happen. It's just OBS is a bit of a CPU hog. So, I just need to upgrade. So once we get to a save point, I'm going to check out some shit. Stop that. I need to herb myself up. I just cut that man in half. Get fucked, sir. I need 4 more for that. Ooh, un forastero, huh? Come and get it. No more. What? Ow! Homie just slugged me in the face. I can go back and get a spindle now. Oh! God. Good little neck pop.
I see you. I knew I could count on you. Well,
I got 2 out of it, though.
what can I do you for?
Watching Hellsing Ultimate? Good, man. That's the good stuff. Yeah, once I find a save point, we're going to stop gaming and I'm going to yap about some upgrades I want to do.
Damn it. Condor 1 to Roost. The church is sealed up.
And Baby Eagle?
Negative. Nothing yet. But they sure do have this place locked up tight.
I see. I can think of one reason they'd want to do so.
Oh, she's here. That's for sure. I'll find a way in. Condor 1, out.
Can I climb this? I can. Flash grenade, always nice. Elegant headdress. Resources. Is that a combination thingamabob? Doesn't look like it. Damn it. Hey, Breen, what's going on, dude? Breen, tomorrow we're going to have to test out the, test out that Space Marine update. I tried it a little bit, but I really don't want to tackle the harder difficulties on without teammates.
Welcome. What can I interest you in? A deal well struck. Come back anytime.
Okay, there's a save point right here, so I'm going to go ahead and save this. And we're going to check out some stuff real fast. Alright. Quit the game. What I want to do is have a look at I want to look at the Space Marine 2 specs needed. And then check a couple things. Okay. So, recommended requirements. They say they recommend a 3070. I have a 16 gig RAM. They recommend an Intel i7 2700. Now the question is, what are the specs on this? That's a 12-core processor. Like, this is what they're recommending. Is an i7 12th gen, 12-core, 2.1 gigahertz processor. This is the recommendation? You gotta be fucking kidding me. That's nuts. Brain, am I reading into this wrong? In fact, that begs the question, actually. For those of you who are more computer knowledgeable than I am, do you want less cores with a higher gigahertz or more cores with a lower? That's what I'm curious about. Like, let me show you guys what I'm packing. I have an Intel i7 7800X. It's a 6-core processor at 3.5 gigahertz per core. I just want people to say you can't criticize comedy movies because comedy is subjective. You can absolutely criticize it, but you just need to be open to the idea that the gripes that you have with it might not be what others have with it because it's subjective. See, this says I have 12 cores. I don't. I have 6. So, let me ask Brain a question, because I think he's like... I'm curious about this. But anyway, the problem that I run into is that, well, that's the funny thing. This is a used core of what they're talking about. Costs a few $100s. So if I upgraded to an i9, because this is a 12th gen processor, so I'd have to go to the 10th gen or X series. Those cost $408. I almost wonder if it would be a better idea to get a new motherboard. Because these i9s like that would upgrade from my current thing range from like $600 to $800 to $1,000. I genuinely wonder if it would be a smarter idea to just get a new MOBO that's compatible with my RAM. Let's look into this. So, let me check my order history on Newegg, because that's where I used to buy all my PC parts. I built this computer in 2017. So the RAM that I have is Ripjaw V-Series 288 pin. So let me go to motherboard, Intel motherboards. So it has to be compatible with 288 pin RAM. Memory standard, at least DDR4. So I would need a DDR4. Hit apply on this. And then what was that processor that they recommended? The i7 2700 processor. What's the chipset on this? LGA 1700. With PCI Express 4.0s, having more memory slots is a good idea. Let's use an ATX form factor. Holy fucking shit, dude. Look at this. So, it would be cheaper, instead of upgrading to an i9, instead going to a new gen i7 and just upgrading my motherboard would be a better idea and be less expensive. Or at least around the same price. Let's look at this motherboard here. So, Gigabyte Z790S Wi-Fi DDR4 LGA 1700 Intel. Looks extremely similar to the one I already own. Got your RAM slots there, your PCI Express stuff here. Would you fuck off, honey? So, it comes with an onboard video as well. So, 2 HDMI display ports, Wi-Fi connector, all the audio options you need. Looks like it only has 2 USB 3.0s though. My current PC has 4 of them. It has PCIe 4.0. So this one's not bad. Let's see what other options there are. A lot of people say that MSI is like the company that you should go by. But a lot of people say Gigabyte. Let's add some specs here. CPU cooler, condition, sold by, audio channels, LAN speed, back I/O ports, USB ports. Let's not get too autistic just yet. But it looks like Gigabyte and actually, let's just do this. Let's sort by best rating. What about this one? This is a similar board. Has less USB 3.0 slots, which is a little bizarre. Why does it cost more? Why are you charging me more for less stuff, sir? What about this one? AS Rock PG Lightning. Those are all 2.0 slots. So that's not that great. this one from MSI. Why do these only have like one 3.0 slot? That's really weird. Give me the stuff with a lot of USB 3.0s. So that's the way technology is going. There's no reason not to have a lot of them. This is the same one I just looked at. Might be. A couple of USB 3.2s. Yeah, this is the one I just looked at. Okay. What about this one? Costs a little bit more. A lot more PCIe slots. So this one would be good for running dual video cards. That's about it. There we go. Let me look at this Tomahawk one. It's a little pricier, but comes with Wi-Fi, which I don't really need. But this is kind of what I'm looking for. Plenty of USB ports. Wi-Fi accessible if I should need it. I mean, all things considered, what that would mean if I wanted to move my desktop out of my, like, move my office stuff into a different room, I could do it. Perfect for multiple graphics cards if I wanted them. Easy SATA connectors. So yeah, what I'm looking at right now then is as it stands, it would just be smarter for me to upgrade my motherboard and my processor at this point than it would to do anything else. So I'm going to take off, guys. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, being generous with super chats and things of that nature. We'll be back on Saturday to hang out and have a bit of fun. I think tonight what I'm going to do before I go to bed is put together a parts list of stuff that I'm going to do to upgrade my PC. So, appreciate all you guys stopping by, hanging out. Have yourselves a great evening. I will see you guys this weekend.